You're listening to the Daft Hour. On C.
Welcome to the Daft Hour with 33.3% less daft.
Oh, we have some sad news.
Yeah, we do.
Welcome to the Daft Hour.
With 33.3% less daft.
Yeah, because unfortunately Elvis Herod, he's gone, I don't need to remember his name, has passed away.
He has, yeah. We're actually transmitting from his funeral.
Yeah, in between Janet Street Porter's breasticles.
That's correct. That's not true, by the way.
No.
Well,
but Elvis did die.
He did, yeah, that bit's true.
He, basically what happened, he entered into a pie eating contest in Bridport, and basically the rules of the pie eating contest was eat as many as you can, and Elvis got confused and just put them all in at once, and he choked to death.
It's quite sad, really. But you've still got me, Bambi.
And me, Morgan.
And we've got a guest this week.
We've got the captain.
We've got the captain. Say hello, captain.
Hello, Captain.
A.k.a. Smugly Beige's own Richard Clare.
But from now on, he will be the captain.
Yeah, so unfortunately we do have sad news about Elvis, but, you know, I'm a little bit glad, because he's not here to bully me anymore.
Well, I am.
What, glad?
No, here to bully you.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
That could help.
Yeah, and Richard will join in, I'm pretty sure. The dynamic's not really going to change at all.
Do you fancy a pie?
No.
Can you see how many you can fit in your mouth?
No, I'm not silly.
Damn. We could have had a live death on the air.
Well, apparently we've got a bit extra on our show today, a bit extra time to fill.
We have. Apparently we've got till... We just found out we can go till 6:30.
Wow. And we've got no extra content.
Nothing.
Not at all.
We don't have anything for this show.
So we'll be grasping at straws all show.
Yep. So basically, we might actually talk about during the show our favourite Elvis Herod moments.
Yeah, there's been a few.
It's a memorial show.
Yeah.
Should we have a moment's silence? That'll do.
Yeah.
I think that was respectful enough.
Nah. No respect needed.
No.
He wouldn't want it that way.
Yeah, so maybe he'll be on a a future edition of the Funeral Panthers
I hope so.
as a corpse.
Yeah, I think he's going to come back as a ghost in this, though. I think he's going to come and haunt.
Probably gonna. Oh, he's gonna haunt me, innit?
He is.
Haunt
Just
you
you. Just
when
you.
you're on air.
He's going to appear from like your bedroom ceiling and tell you your roof needs fixing.
Hey,
That's a call back to an earlier
That's
show.
a call back to an earlier show.
Yeah,
Hey,
you
leave
go.
my mad nana out of this.
Aw. Anyway, if you want to get in contact with us today, I would suggest you Twitter in once we've logged in.
We can't log in.
We'll find a way at CVFM Radio.
Yeah.
Actually, Owen, if you're listening, mate, can you help us out?
Let
and
us know
let us know the
Can you,
password.
yeah, text us.
Can you Twitter us the password?
He's probably one of the only ones that listens.
I reckon he is. And Adam.
Yeah, so you can email us at studio at cvfmradio.org.uk. No, it's just cvfm.org.uk. To be honest, don't email, we don't even look.
No, I don't think you even use letters then.
Shall I give my number out so people can text?
Yeah, go on then.
No.
Go on. I'll do it. Hang on. I'm just going to look your number up.
Don't do that.
Not really.
I don't want people. I don't want the dregs of
They
society.
already have his number.
Yeah, it's only our friends and family listening anyway.
Yeah, to be
We've
fair.
already got his number.
Don't read that out. We already have it. Oh, there's something going on outside.
There is, but the listeners aren't interested in that. 'Cause this is radio, not television.
Sorry, I was staring a bit.
You were. So, are you enjoying this the funeral march by, I think it's Chopin, or Chopin, as it's spelled?
It's very apt, actually, because a few people have died this week.
Oh, of course, yeah.
To be honest, a few people die every week.
There's more than a few.
It's a pattern, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's been emerging as well.
It's the circle of life.
I was the only one.
I thought it was all a bit weird,
Yeah, just this week, people started dying. It's never
Yeah.
happened before.
but I'll bring that up in my news.
Oh.
Yeah, actually, that's what we'll do next.
And we're going for the news, are we?
We're going to go for the news.
This is the worst bit of the show, by the way,
Yeah,
Richard.
but
Right.
Captain.
Who? All right.
Ooh.
my news this week is dedicated to the memory of Elvis Herod.
Right, okay,
And he'll
then.
be turning in his grave.
Well, crust.
Where's he buried?
In a pie.
Has he been turned like Sweeney Todd? Has
Yep.
he been turned into...
Into a pie?
Oh, he does love pies, doesn't
It's
he?
an Elvis-shaped pie.
So someone could be tucking into a bit of Elvis right now.
Yep.
Yep.
Well,
What's the shape of the pie?
Elvis.
Elvis.
Duh.
Alright. Is it just a vat?
Yeah.
Yeah, like wide.
A big trough of pie?
You probably wouldn't go in to a butcher's or anywhere that sells it and ask for a pie that size.
No, you wouldn't. You could ask for one, but they'd probably go, "Hey, behave, mate. That's a silly request."
It's loads of pastry.
Hey, we've got to
Do you know
feed
how
others.
much? Do you know how much butter is in that pastry? That was
Yeah.
not good for you.
Yeah, utterly.
Butterly pastry, wasty.
Just taking him. Today's. Oh, I bet not. I was going to say we were sponsored by a brand.
We're sponsored by nobody.
We're sponsored by no one. No one today. Sponsored by pies.
Yeah, all
Just
of
in
them.
general.
All pies.
Yeah,
Every single brand.
sweet and savoury.
Yep. So here we go. Oh, you're a lot more well behaved. He's not here now.
You are speaking, not me.
Morgan Fantastic's news.
Goonies is to have a sequel. I don't know how that's going to work. Elvis Herod chokes in a pie eating contest. Yabba Faggle a success. Best thing ever, says Owen Hems. On the Death Note, Peaches Geldof died, and so did the Ultimate Warrior,
Oh.
the wrestler, which is very sad. The Kurt Cobain conspiracies are starting to reappear. I'm struggling for news this week. That's actual headline.
Yeah, I can tell.
Chewbacca is coming back for the next Star Wars film.
This is the best one yet.
And a fat, drunk, muddy woman in a tent goes viral.
Right, okay. Where to start on this one? Normally, you've got absolutely ridiculous headlines that we could take the mick out of a lot. I mean, obviously that end one there was a bit
Normally,
silly. But you've put two serious ones in there, so I don't feel I can take the mick too much.
I know. Well, maybe that's what I was going for.
Well, that's not the idea. This is the Daft Hour, not the let's sit and contemplate the dead hour.
True, but they've both got silly names.
Ah, fair enough. They died. Is that what you wanted?
Well, I didn't want that.
No, well, don't
They've got
do it.
silly names.
Right.
They've passed
So you're
away.
saying they deserve to die because they've got silly names?
No, I didn't say that.
I think you're implying it.
I'm not saying anything.
So, this woman in the muddy field.
Yep. She was Creamfields, which is...
so surely that's mud, not cream. Not cream, yeah.
yeah.
I got that the wrong way.
Dancy
was-
Creamfields.
Yeah, it was just covered in milk.
Yeah.
But basically, it's a dance festival
Right.
where a lot of chavs go. I like dance music as well, but you go to that festival, it's 80% chavs.
Wow.
That's
I've
a
heard.
claim
It's a-
here on the Daft Hour, and basically it was a news report that basically saying if you ever wanted to go to this festival, don't, because there's a video of this girl.
Yeah.
And she basically hijacks someone else's tent. It's already covered in mud, so they're probably not happy about that. She goes in, really fat and drunk,
Oh dear.
has a wee in their tent,
I'd be annoyed. I'd be annoyed.
uses a piece of bread to wipe her bits,
Lettuce.
then... No, she took the lettuce out.
Well,
the
that's
sandwich.
maybe why she's massive.
And when she stood up, she kept falling over in the mud, and basically the video is just this man taking the mick out of her. It is a very funny video, actually.
I shall check
I
it out.
recommend
I
you
will
watch
check
it.
it out.
What's it called? What would I search for?
It was trending on Facebook and Twitter. So just
Right,
if
yeah.
you go on Facebook,
just
it'll be on-
Creamfield's muddy woman. type of thing.
It was said. I think it was something. What was it called?
Do your research.
I did not that much.
Not that one, no. You did, but on something else.
I think it was Muddy
Wrote some of it
Horse. I
down,
think she was
didn't I
referred to as the Muddy Horse.
Muddy horse.
I think that was
Mate,
it.
you've been searching some weird stuff.
Wouldn't it
Yeah.
be pig? Wouldn't it be muddy pig?
I thought that, but I don't know.
Are you sure it was horse?
I might be
Not
wrong.
house.
Muddy House. She was
Muddy house falls about
She was
in a
big,
tent.
but she wasn't that big.
So what was your first headline there?
The Goonies are having a sequel.
I believe this to be true, and they're looking for the original cast. I don't think any of them are dead.
But no, they did a thing on Empire recently, the magazine, and they had a reunion, all of them.
Right.
So from that, they've announced they're doing a sequel, but it's going to be them all older.
Well, obviously.
Yeah,
I don't think they're going
I
to
prefer to see it when they're all kids again.
back like younger
How
than
they
they
are
were.
now, just dressed in children's clothes.
But pretend like nothing's going on.
I'd watch it.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
Is Chunk not dead?
No,
No.
but he's no longer an actor. He doesn't do anything really.
He wasn't amazing in that, though, was he? Really?
No, but
He's been on a diet for the last 30 years.
he had one role,
But he's
didn't
still
he,
shocking at acting.
to do the that truffle shuffle thing. That was
Yeah.
all he did. So that he probably quit acting after that.
If
Because
your
that's
legacy,
all the people.
if your legacy is the truffle shuffle,
Go on, do
Yeah.
it.
If your legacy is the truffle shuffle,
Yeah.
then you know you've had an impactful life.
That
Yeah.
wasn't him in that field, was it?
Huh?
No,
wasn't
no,
him in the
it was
field.
No, it was
definitely
a woman.
It was a woman horse, apparently.
Right.
Did look like the other one, the ugly one.
yeah.
The Hey You Guys guy.
Nice chap.
Is
I
he
don't-
still alive?
I'm not sure. I don't even know if he was real.
Do you know what? I watched The Goonies not that long ago, and it's not that good.
Shut your mouth.
It's,
I think it was really good to watch, nostalgic, mind you, when
yeah,
you
Yeah,
was a
yeah.
kid.
yeah. But as a kid, and you're like, yeah, the adventure of it. But when you watch it back, it's a bit naff. Nothing happens in
Not
it.
even like the gadgets of Data, which were amazing at the time.
Gadgets are it's just it's a bit. To be honest, I thought it was a bit racist.
Well, it was from that time where they didn't think about.
Not
stuff
every
like that.
Chinese person knows how to work a gadget.
Yeah, but that one did. That was his character.
Yeah, well, racist.
Right? Is that the news over?
I would probably
Ah?
prefer
Is that
Josh
the news
Brolin
over
in
then?
Another film.
Yeah.
Well, do you not want to play the news over jingle?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Going to talk all over this one, aren't I? Blah 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 blah. I get told off for talking over the jingles. by the
Not
way.
today.
All right.
I normally do it. And
Yeah,
he tells me
because
off.
it's a bit of a pain. Unusual animal friends.
There we go.
Owen Hems and Adam Sancto.
They are not. Yes, they are. That's a really unusual friendship.
That's all I have.
Although the impression
I've done a lot of preparation
of
this week.
the-
They do
it-
definitely know each other, so I can vouch for that.
Yeah.
the impression that Adam
preparation.
does of Owen is amazing. So he's like a mimic animal, isn't he?
Yeah, but the thing is, he mocks him, but he hangs around with him every day, so...
Yeah. No, who's the real mocked?
Who's the real mockery in this house?
Yeah, Colin.
Wait, don't bring my dad into it.
Colin Mockery.
Colin Mockery.
Remember him? I like Colin Mockery.
He was a good guy.
He was the good guy. So that's all you've got for animal friends.
That's all I got this week.
That's
I'll be
pathetic.
honest.
Could you not?
I'll
Could
be
you not
honest,
have made
I-
something up?
Well,
Don't
I-
make one off now. Make one up now.
Okay.
Go on.
Right.
Off the top of your head.
Right. There was a seagull.
Right, you just looked outside. Well done.
There isn't a seagull there, but I got inspiration.
You got inspiration,
from the
yeah.
skies. Yeah, there was earlier. Yeah, and that guy.
No,
that guy there.
no. Animal friends. A seagull.
You don't know what he is.
He might be a seagull.
It might be a walking panther.
He's not. I saw him.
He's not one.
Okay, but there's a seagull called Jim.
All panthers walk, by the way.
Jim.
On the back legs.
And a baboon called Raquel.
Jim and
How did you
Raquel.
come up with that?
Right, yeah.
Looking at
And what's their backstory? What happened?
Well, basically, Jim was a bit of a traveller.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I've seen all the stickers he have on his wings.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you know, like when you used to get one of your suitcases for all the places?
Yeah,
you've been?
yeah.
He's got them on his
No,
wings.
not that.
Right.
Yeah, but also he's a traveller. Like he goes around and sets up like fairs.
Oh, that's a different.
The seagull.
It's a different Jim Seagull I've seen then.
And basically,
This is astonishing.
Yeah.
Absolutely
he actually
astonishing.
he's he runs the Arm Fair.
Does he really?
Yeah, and his favourite ride is the waltzers.
Do you know what?
And he's one of those,
don't
you know, the
believe you.
ones that comes round and keeps spinning. You're like,
With his wing. With his
like, do you
little
want
wing.
to go faster? Scream! Do you
Is
want
that
to go
what speaks?
faster? And people are screaming not because they want to go faster,
Yeah.
because of this dreadful
Because it's
ride.
a massive. Oh, not because there's a massive seagull speaking to them. That would make me scream.
I once went on the waltzers and turned green.
Yeah. Good.
It would be quite harrowing to have a seagull in charge.
And I remember when
It would be.
basically
wouldn't
a death ride.
Just imagine all the poop.
and I remember when me
Will they
and
check
the
the belts
captain,
are on right?
I don't think they will.
I
No,
don't think
they
they will.
will.
but I remember when me and
Shoddy.
the captain went on the waltzers drunk.
Yeah.
And nearly vomited. It was like nearly a sprinkler, wasn't it?
The thing is, if seagulls are in charge of
I'd
fairs,
have a little sit down afterwards, a little quiet sit down.
Oh, for
Well, don't
about
blame me.
I had to have a nap.
I think we all went home and came back later on.
The next day, I think.
if the seagull's in charge
yeah.
of the fair and things start to go wrong, they're going to be no good because they'll all get in a flap, won't they?
Yep, they'll get a
Yay.
flap, and not only that, I don't think they have any legal rights or anything.
Well, if it all goes wrong, they can just
Well,
do it.
I think here and now we
Can't get
start
sued because they just got travel on. You can't.
we
find
start
them.
equal rights for seagulls. Anyway, what happened to this seagull
anyway-
and what was the other animal?
Raquel the baboon,
Well done.
who's a male.
Oh,
Yeah.
ooh, tortured as a kid baboon then with that name.
He was. That's why he's got a red bum. Not all baboons have a red bum.
No, just the
but he
tortured
did
ones.
because he got spanked, and
dear.
and basically he went on the waltzers, and the waltzers
I
broke.
wouldn't want to sit down
Yeah.
on the same ride
The
after
wal-
he'd been on
the
it.
yeah.
No,
Not at all.
The waltzers broke, right?
right.
And he was the only. It was a bit quiet day, and he went on the waltzers, and the waltzers broke, and basically the one that Raquel was in wouldn't stop spinning for 6 years.
That's ridiculous. I've got a sneaky suspicion you made a little bit of this story up.
You told me to.
Oh yeah, I did, didn't I? At the beginning of
And
that.
so it spanned for 6 years.
Yeah.
To the point that he went back in time,
Shut your mouth.
and he went back in time, and basically
Yeah.
went to the day that Jim the Seagull
Yeah.
started the fair.
Right.
Went into business with him
What a guy.
and ensured that that would
wouldn't
never
happen.
ever happen
So would
again.
that not cause a kind of a paradox where you'd never actually go back in time, therefore not becoming friends with him, therefore it's still actually spinning?
Well, I didn't make time travel, mate.
Or it didn't go wrong in the first place because he went back in time.
But then he
Sorted
couldn't
it
have gone
out.
back.
Oh, that is a paradox.
Interesting.
It is a paradox.
It is.
So,
but
It's almost like someone didn't think this through.
yeah.
so anyway, the moral of the story is don't go on the waltzes.
Yeah, unless you're a baboon that can time travel.
Maybe a flannel down, then I'd let him on.
You put a flannel down.
If the
Well,
baboon.
what if you didn't have an actual flannel as in the flannel you wash your face with?
Well, if he's
Or
a
do you mean a
regular,
very small towel?
yeah, just like you couldn't wash your face with it after.
No, it'd be awful, wouldn't
If
it?
he was like a regular customer, I would probably supply the towel if I was.
Yeah, say, yeah, Raquel, the male baboon. Do you mind putting that down first?
Yeah, you don't want.
Don't want to
sweat on
offend you,
If
but you've
there's
got a
any,
red bottom.
You know, yeah. Well, that's it.
It might
I don't
dye-
want to
dye the
maybe pull them
seats.
to one side and say, "Look,
I know this is a bit embarrassing, mate.
but,
Apparently,
that little bottom of
after
yours.
he got
Red-
off the waltzes, his bum wasn't red anymore. It was lime green.
Lime green, yeah, they're the best kind of baboons, the lime green bottom baboons.
So
It's the
that was
name of a
unusual
band.
animal, friends. Believe it or don't.
I'd rather people
I know what
believed
they're
it.
going to do.
Believe
it. every
You tell them anything, and they will
questionable.
they will
minute of
listen.
it.
So we're going to play a track.
What are we playing?
We're going to play my
us.
track.
What is your track?
My track today is of Monsters and Men, a nice band.
It's not you. That's outside.
Oh,
That's music coming from outside. You got rather confused
that
there.
sounded louder in my ears than it did outside.
It was outside your ears.
That didn't make sense. But anyway, it's a song called Mountain Sound, and I basically saw these. They're not a really big band. They're not that well known, but I saw them on, like when the festivals are on.
Yeah.
And they're on one of the little slots, and they're very good, and I highly recommend you check them out. So I'm gonna
Check them out.
I'm going to play this track, and we're going to figure out what we're going to do for the rest of the show.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.
And that was of Monsters and Men with Mountain Sound. Wasn't that a lovely song?
It's quite nice. It's quite a positive track, I feel.
It's a very summery song. It makes you want to get up out of bed and climb a mountain.
In the summer, whilst running your hands through fields of daisies.
Needles.
Whoa, that could be
Hang on.
dangerous.
That's a bit bad.
That's where we live, unfortunately, mate.
All right, okay. Makes you want to get out of bed, fight your way through the needles, give the big issue seller £1.
Nah, we'll never
That's
do
about
that.
£150 now, isn't it?
I was going to say,
No matter
how
how good of a mood I'm in,
Nah?
not doing that.
You're just mean-spirited, aren't you?
Yeah, you wouldn't be able to purchase the magazine because you didn't give him enough, Phil.
No.
Well, that's
If
true.
it is indeed £1.50.
That's true. I need to think my whole life.
All right, well, that song
Big
made
issue pricing.
made me
feel. Yes, it is a troublesome subject, isn't it?
Yeah. So, the captain, we'd like to talk to you.
Yeah, okay.
Hello, Captain.
Hi,
Tell
yeah.
us about you. Who are you? What's going on? Fire away.
No pressure, just talk for a little bit.
None at all, really. Well, I just made a few meteorological.
Yep. Yep.
Weather.
That's a word.
Observations on the weather from the area near where I'm staying at the moment.
You can be our new weather forecast.
I think that's a thing now.
So here we go. This is the weather with the captain.
Daft Hour weather year. I don't know why weather year, but there you go.
Weather year. Well, weather today. Now, briefly before.
Right, okay, we'll start this. I'll do this again. Daft Hour weather today, now here. Then happening sometime.
We'll work on that jingle.
Yeah, we will. Go ahead.
Oh, was that it?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
nice.
We're finished.
I did a bit of research into the weather in Yam High Street.
Oh, right.
Today. A couple of interesting goings and comings on. For instance, the town hall. It's actually just round the town hall.
Yeah.
It's raining slightly ripped fivers, and sometimes when it rips right through.
Yeah.
And you have to make sure it's the right way and sellotape.
Yeah.
Them as well. But I think if you're round there, I would maybe
yourself
take
there.
a hat
And some sellotape, I
and some
think.
sellotape.
Yeah.
And it'd be worthwhile sticking about there.
So that's just in and around the.
Yeah, I'd say like within a 10, maybe 15 metre radius.
That's quite a big radius, actually.
Well, you can get a few people there.
And that's quite some. That's some slightly or fully ripped fibres falling there. That's pretty cool.
Well, if you pass in.
Maybe they should see how far they fall and see if they go up that little measuring stick that's on the side of it.
And it'll
when
flood.
floods.
Yeah.
Flood fibres.
I don't know if it'll reach that high. It's only
that'd be a
happening
way to go,
lightly
wouldn't it?
for about 20
only-
minutes.
Right, okay.
So it's not going to be
But yeah, if you're in
full
and
on.
about
But there's lots in
High
the
Street,
guttering. I'm
get yourself
sure
a-
you could maybe get
Oh,
over.
mate, get some ladders.
Yeah.
Oh, imagine dying by drowning in
Fibres.
fivers.
You'd probably die of paper cuts, wouldn't you?
Put your hand over your mouth if you like. In case they go in.
That's true.
Or buy for.
Well,
So
keep
if-
your fingers tight together because they might go through.
So to our listeners, a bit of advice: if you ever find yourself drowning in fibres, just cover your mouth.
Maybe don't look up as well. Paper cuts, people.
Oh, the eyeballs.
the
That's
eyeballs.
eyeballs.
Imagine
goodness.
that.
Goggles, then.
Goggles, right. Get
Put
yourself
your hood
some-
up and
yeah.
put some goggles
on.
and maybe get yourself a big giant Hoover to hoover up the fibres.
That's
Or
it.
just walk somewhere else.
No, but there's no fibres somewhere else.
That's true. That's true.
I'll tell you what, is happening somewhere else.
What?
The butchers on the high street.
Yeah?
Yep.
It's getting its entire year's worth of rain in one go. So,
Like, is it falling?
I mean, it's going to have a very wet year as well, I don't mind saying.
Wow.
In the
So, just
How
imagine
long a
like a
time
level...
frame?
What's what?
how long a time frame?
Once. About the
it's
height
like
of a table.
a block of rain.
A block of rain, about the height of a table.
It's
Just
gonna fall
going,
in.
I mean, it's just been built
It's
as
going to
well.
weigh a fair bit.
Well, I think there will be some substantial roof damage. I
Okay,
would
so
think.
get yourself to the butcher's in the morning for some discount.
Too late then, Rick.
No,
Not
discount
Rick.
beef with, beef with slate.
Soggy meat.
I think it will be like, pretty... It's
Pretty
going to be
bad.
pretty bad.
All right. Stay clear of the butchers then.
Well, yeah, if it's up now, grab a pie, quick.
Quickly.
Grab a...
Or if you're
Grab an
related
Elvis
to
pie,
Elvis
maybe.
Herod-
Yeah. Slice of
Maybe
Elvis.
it's a bit of a touchy subject for some people.
No one cares.
Well, oh, right. I see. Well, you know, I don't think they sell them there anyway.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah, just stay clear of that bit because you'll probably be pushed to the floor, I'd imagine.
Well,
With
that's a good warning there.
about a metre of rain coming down. That's a lot.
That is a lot of rain.
That's a lot.
In 1 second, wow.
Yes, and also another place to, well, unless you want to be swept into Strickland and Halton, be forced to buy immensely expensive garments, really.
Yeah.
There's a hurricane.
A hurricane
A hurricane.
around Strickland and Holt. Wow.
Big un too.
That's like a proper big one.
Yeah.
Not just like a big one for...
It starts like out in the
North
front
East
where the cars
standards.
park. Probably about 3 to 4 car park
Is
spaces.
it a Christopher Biggin?
Oh, it's a big jolly Christopher Biggin coming at you with a jolly laugh.
Oh, woo!
Yeah.
Well, there you go. There's the weather from Yarm High Street. That's never going to happen.
I think other places it's sunny.
tell them that.
Okay.
Slightly sunny in other places.
Other
but
places.
Those are the main ones I would.
Yeah, I mean that's obviously
That's the main concern.
I mean,
that
first
is-
one there, Town Hall. I would really check that out.
Yeah,
Really, if
yeah.
you're passing by, Butchers, give it a miss. Strickland Holt. Well,
Yes, yeah, stay clear.
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
Mind you, there might be some clothes that fly out that you don't have, that you could pick up.
That's true.
Technically, it would be theft, but you know,
But if you...
If you stand just with your arms out like
and it
this,
so happens to,
and a shirt happens to blow,
or a
off you,
lovely little dress.
or a blouse. Yes,
Yeah.
a nice blouse.
they might go on,
Yeah,
and
you just walk. You happen to walk
you're
away because you
walking
didn't
on.
notice.
And you
that's
might-
it. That's it exactly.
and then after the aftermath of this, you might look like Christopher Biggins. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay, well that was the weather. I enjoyed that.
I did.
I appreciate that. And Captain, you are in a show in May
yeah,
with us
I am indeed. Yes,
at Smugly Beige, and the show is The Igloo Disbelief,
certainly.
and we're going to Brighton. And can you tell us a little bit about your character, please?
First of all, have you read your script?
You were there when I read it at the time. Yes. I play the long-suffering butler, basically.
Yeah.
I thought someone was sneaking up behind me.
No,
to give me
no
a,
one
like,
there. I was just looking
chop
at
to the back of the neck.
It's a T-Rex.
the mic live.
He's not back again, is he?
Yes.
I've never sat in this seat, so this is a different perspective for me. So I was
Alright.
just checking out from
We
this.
could
I normally
swap
sit
if
that
you
way.
like.
No, I like this one.
All right. Well, I quite like this one.
Yeah, that's all good then, isn't it?
Next time I'll be prepared to change.
All right then,
change it.
Weatherman.
Yeah. Oh yeah, long-standing, long-suffering butler. I can't find his name actually. What's his name?
Don't ask me.
Do you know what's your
I
character
don't
name?
even know my name.
You don't, do you? This isn't
Timothy Dalton.
Timothy
No,
Dalton.
no,
Dalton Fox
Dalton Fox.
was not yours.
Timothy.
The Trot.
Langdon.
Oh, if Matty Pollard's listening, he's going to be well
He's
angry.
not listening. He's at work.
He
You
knows
listening
we
later.
listen to read the script. But yeah, anyway, yeah, he plays the
Timothy
level-headed
Hart. I'm
Andrew
Timothy
Dervish.
Hart.
dervish. That's
My
it.
Timothy Hart.
Dervish.
No,
No, that's
Tony Hartson.
yeah,
My
Junior Hart.
my Timothy Mallet.
Yeah, that's it. Timothy Mallet, and we hit
Well,
you
yeah.
on the head.
Got it.
It's a daft one, but yeah, it's a good show. Yeah,
There's lots to learn, though, isn't
There
there?
is not as much as other people,
No.
but
I've
it
got
is
a
a
lot.
bit tongue twisty
I
and
think,
wordy. You have got a lot of.
I've
bits
got a
there.
lot to learn. I think the person we get to replace Elvis Herod has got a lot to learn. Because he doesn't come in till later, but he's got like monologues on monologues to learn.
He has got.
Maybe that's how he died. Maybe the stress.
And
Maybe.
he thought, I'll just chill out and eat a pie or two.
Yeah. And then he passed
Look
away.
what happened there.
Look what happened. Well, isn't he? I bet he feels stupid now.
Yeah, dead Elvis feels
Silly
stupid
and
now.
Proper regret that one. You fat bugger.
Fat
Wow.
dead bugger.
Fat dead bugger.
Hey, do you mind?
What?
He's not really dead.
That's our fat dead bugger you're talking about.
Whoa. Oh, that fat bugger's best mate.
He's not really dead, you know.
What?
He's not really dead.
Are you whispering that to us?
Oh,
He's not dead. No. What do you mean? I've just announced to everyone that he's dead.
yeah, that makes you a liar.
Phil, you stop lying to everybody.
Oh my god, I don't know what to do.
Stop lying to
I
everybody.
thought he passed away. I sent my condolences to his family.
Listen at him out the window now.
Oh dear. Well, you're listening to the Daft Hour here on
Licking it.
CVFM, and we've just told you lies.
Oh, he's not dead?
Nah.
Oh, I may as well come completely clean. The weather wasn't
You telling me that was a made-up
perfectly
weather?
true.
Well, if we're all being truthful, I'll pretty much tell you that.
Oh, no, the
I made
places
up,
were there.
I
The
made up
places
the
were
unusual animal friends, then.
Right?
Well,
Oh, we're
I
revealing
kind
it
of
all
a
today.
Sneaky suspicion that you made some of that up, to be honest.
Yeah. As you already pointed out, if we listen back to it, I actually asked you to make it up. So they were aware of that one.
People don't pay attention to the past.
Oh, was that lie? Or was that one you
Everything
just told
starts
now?
from now.
People
Oh, no.
only listen and take in what happens this second.
It was all a lie. Ah!
See, they won't even remember that.
That's in the past.
Right.
Well, Elvis, if you're listening, probably sat in a room listening to...
I think he's at work.
oh, what a
I'll be
loser.
listening then.
Listening to Bride of Chucky on repeat whilst pleasuring yourself.
Ooh! That reminds me. Last week's show, the
I
pre-recorded
thought
show.
you were going to say, oh, that reminds me, I need to
No,
pleasure
no.
myself.
Last week's pre-recorded show, we played
I'll write that down.
two new versions of The Bride of Chucky.
Yeah, I heard it.
Yep. We have a third one. I didn't bring it today. I really should have. But we
No.
have a third dubstep version. But
Seems to be a running theme, the hatred of that song that I possess
yeah,
towards it. And I think last week I wasn't there. Well, none of us were here last week.
no, it was a
But you
pre-recorded.
pre-recorded something and used it as a perfect chance to mock me
Yes.
by... I did laugh when you said dislike of the week, and then the Morgan Fantastics News jingle came on straight away after it. I thought you clever, horrible people. And then you played 3 different versions of Bride of Chucky to annoy me.
Yes,
you
we
did
did.
some impressions of me. And then quite lazingly
Were the good ones?
Yeah,
or were
you,
they very ropey?
put a 20-minute
They were
track
alright.
on because you couldn't be bothered to think of
It
anything
was a
to
mix
do.
I did many years ago. Yeah, no, you're right. It's actually nowhere near as much fun pre-doing a show. It's really
I can't
quite...
believe it is.
No, mate, honestly.
Because you're thinking about it.
Yeah, that's it. You've got too much time to think about. You just don't
Live,
get on.
anything can happen.
It can and does.
As we've noted before, when we've all swore,
I haven't.
and people have fornicated in the corner,
Oh my God.
Yeah, I've
and
done that.
people
My
are
God.
taking
No.
substances
Tea.
which we don't advocate here on the
No.
Daft Hour.
I'm just drinking sparkling water.
That's what you think. I've swiped it
been
with
spiked.
Rehypnol
Excellent.
and bleach.
So, it'll be good, clean fun.
Today's Daft Hour is sponsored by Rehypnol and bleach
The perfect blend.
for your summer days.
That's... wow.
So,
You may have
the
some stomach
captain.
issues tomorrow.
Yeah, I reckon I will.
If you make it there.
we'll have what?
Stomach
I'm going to have some
issues.
stomach issues.
Maybe you pass on.
Oh, right. Just the way it works, then.
I think looks like we're going one a week.
Radio.
And I hope not.
How bad would you feel if you died right now?
Well, if it
I mean,
happened.
if you died, right?
No, if he died.
All right.
The captain,
Probably just yeah.
you have a song choice.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to introduce it?
It's Talking Heads. One of the songs I like Talking Heads, and I was thinking about what song I'd like to listen to, and I thought I'll go something a bit wacky like us. Not to the insanity level of David Byrne, which is pretty phenomenal, really. But he made some good music.
Mental.
Mental is probably too small a word, actually.
And what's the track?
Once in a
trick.
lifetime.
Oh, once a night. I'm sorry I talked over that.
Well, once in a lifetime.
See what I have to put up with. He's a naughty boy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and this is Talking Heads. Enjoy.
Then look no further. Be part
These are
of the
still
business
playing.
energy market today and benefit from
Shut
reduced
up.
energy costs by up to 60%.
Butter Angels. And yeah, so I've got an award here for you,
Oh, thank you, mate.
Bambi,
That
and
is quite an award.
it's an actual award that you can see is in my hands.
Yeah.
Listeners.
Yep.
And it's Dog of the Month, October 2013 phone in. So congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Let's give him a rousing.
What a lovely award.
Thank you. No, that's wonderful. I've got one for you. Tees Valley BME Achievement Awards 2013, inspiring communities, and recognising success. This is a winner 2013.
Oh, thank you, mate.
Good year for
Yeah,
both of you.
appreciate
Well
it.
done.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you.
There we are.
Well, they shouldn't leave their awards lying about the studio,
No,
should
we'll,
they?
we'll put them back where we found them. Oh, by the way, the
Who is
update.
Dog of the Month?
Update. There's no crabs on the television.
No.
It is actually the Northeast 1600 issue on 9th of April 2014. weather report, and that's what gives us the inspiration for that wonderful weather report earlier. So the actual weather is mainly dry tonight, patchy rain spreading south on Thursday. This evening and tonight, mostly dry with variable amounts of cloud and some clear spells, along with patchy light rain reaching the far west of Northumberland by morning. Winds.
Who let the dyslexic read this out?
All right, I'm getting there.
It is there in front of you, you know.
All right, that's it. I was actually giving you a proper weather report. We were going to
Yes, some facts of this were true. Places.
Let those places exist.
Hurricanes exist.
Yeah, and those places exist.
If you want the weather,
just not
look
there
out the
and then
window.
at that same
All right, there. No more weather reports
It
from
does.
us.
What does baffle me
No,
about
stop
that?
reading it. Stop
it
reading
says
it.
pollution, non-applicable. Well, I know we live in Middlesbrough, and I think that's not true.
What it doesn't say, what it should
it's
say,
pretty
rather than
high.
non-applicable, was like, we can't tell. It's just
The volumes of that
High out the window.
off the charts.
off the chain, mother truckers, and that was some ads, and you heard Robbie Williams and some angels there. It was funny.
They sound like the car.
I've just got the link with the
sound
song
like
on
they
and the duty.
But basically, they go around.
Is that how you know when they're coming? Because they play that song driving around the streets.
Richard,
I
if
know
you
that.
saw them coming,
Captain.
you wouldn't, because you'd be blind drunk in the gutter, and they probably have helped you out in the past.
I might have probably met them actually.
You probably, I think
That wasn't
you're
me doing that,
busy
was it?
pals. Yeah.
They've probably seen you in a gutter with your skirt up and your panties to the side with
That's
your
it. Legs
bits out.
Legs out.
Yeah. And some
I
man's
look
going
nice
to
at
take
the start
advantage.
of the night, though.
Oh, you look absolutely stunning.
You said, didn't
Oh
you?
yeah,
At the start of the night,
look,
all right.
mate, you look stunning. I don't think you need to put quite as much makeup on. You don't need to make quite as much effort because you're naturally beautiful.
You look
But
like a young
you do
Barbara
look
Windsor.
Wonderful.
Well, we'll work on the makeup issue.
And you got
you still look good.
Constructive criticism.
Yeah, you still look good, but I don't think you needed to quite use a digger to put it on.
and I
Is
think,
that constructive
I
criticism?
think you've got.
I'm to be nasty now, aren't I?
I think you've got fantastic norks.
Oh.
So much so, I'd like to bury my head in them
No.
permanently.
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 Yeah, just close it off.
That might be quite awkward to work, wouldn't
zip
it?
it
Really?
up.
I don't think work would appreciate it, but you know.
Nah, I think it's time for another feature, don't you?
Feature?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
On the ball. Do you want to try that again?
No, oh, right, yeah.
Morgan Fantastic.
That's a different one.
I'll try it again.
Yeah, let's try this again.
Third time, like.
You're listening to the Daft Hour.
I don't think this is right. He's been a silly Billy.
And Brett said everything but the feature.
What's the feature? No one knows.
Yeah, the first time was a mistake. The second and third time was a recovery.
Dislike of the week.
Dislike of the week. My dislike of the week is last week's show.
Why? Forever why?
Because I think it's getting a bit ridiculous how much you two are trying to plug Plush Goulash, and how ridiculous it is that you're trying to make me like that horrible track that I'll never like.
Which one? Which track? Say it. Say its name. Say its name. Make it real.
Bride of Chucky.
Bride of Chucky.
And the free versions you did, and the whole show just seemed like a mockery of me and my skills and talent.
It was. It was an absolute mockery of you, your skills, and your talents.
So my dislike of the week is, although it made me chuckle, I also found it very offensive.
Ha 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 ha. Then I succeeded.
Yeah, so that's my dislike of the week.
Did you like the opening with the concept?
Yeah, I like that. And then
We actually
I
did
just found it
another-
a bit weird that Elvis Herod at the end of the show quit.
Yep.
And at me taking it as a joke, and he's not here.
It actually happened, didn't it?
So-
No, he died. Oh, no, he didn't. I've already told you that. I don't know.
I don't know.
So that's your dislike of the week was last week's show.
Yes,
Oh, is that
sir.
available yet? Have we put that up anywhere?
I haven't been productive.
All
no.
right, no worries. We'll
The
look that
last
up.
2 shows aren't up.
Oh my word!
But-
what will our listeners abroad think?
I know Glenn,
I'm sure the
Glenn and
complaints are
Kate
just mounting
Burnett,
up.
who
Yeah, and Paul. Does Paul listen?
no,
Oh.
Glenn and Kate do, and I think we have some others who listen to it on there.
Well, apologies when you're listening to
They're
this at the
searching
same,
for other stations.
same
so
time.
this, I promise, this weekend, show 7.
Wow.
This is 10, isn't it? So it's shows 8 and 9 we need to put up.
Yeah, so show 7's already on there, so you can go and listen to that now.
Not
But
now.
I
Wait till
promise-
this one's finished.
Yeah, not right now. Don't
Unless you've listened to that already.
You can't listen twice at the same time.
Unless you listen to that already, now you're listening to this. But if you listen at 7, now this, you've missed 8 and 9 out. What are you doing?
Mental. So you can listen to 8, 9, and this. Oh, happy anniversary.
What anniversary?
This is our 10th show.
Is that an anniversary?
Yeah.
Okay. Round of applause amongst ourselves for ourselves.
And
that's the same round of applause we had for the awards.
Yeah, because
Awards.
it's got the same level of appreciation.
None.
It's just as terrific.
So 8, 9 and 10 will be up by this weekend for your delight.
Excellent.
That is
It's an anniversary
That is
special.
my promise to you, the society.
Right.
So
Okay. So that was your dislike. Okay. Are you ready for mine? What?
I just
What was
said,
that? Yeah, that wasn't.
I'm ready.
All right. My dislike of the week is listing stuff on eBay. One, it's absolutely boring to actually list stuff.
Oh yeah.
And secondly, you're forever during the week that you've got it listed checking if someone's buying the products. And you get annoyed with yourself. Going, oh, behave.
I know. I've only just recently signed up.
Oh, it's horrible.
The first
It
month.
takes so much money off you as
The
well.
first month, I did really well and sold quite a lot.
What did you sell?
A few things that I shouldn't have
Oh, yeah.
from Disney.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Some stuff that they people who work for Disney, if they sold it, they would get fired.
Yeah, but you don't work for them,
No, I know.
so it doesn't matter.
The last contact I had with them, I sent them a message saying bull
Sugar, yeah.
Full sugar.
because Mickey Mouse is a Nazi. So basically, the stuff that I collected
He
from
hides
them.
it well, doesn't he?
Yeah.
With his usual attire.
Yeah. Well, it's just the high squeaky voice. Who thinks a high squeaky
God, of
voice
course.
can be?
Of course.
Hello, Pluto. Do you know what I mean? That sounds very calming and
Yeah.
welcoming, but actually, I wouldn't go to his shed.
Wow.
He got like
So, yeah.
loads of tools missing.
No, just
Yeah, things out of place.
Oh, that sounds like a nightmare. I wouldn't want to go there.
Yeah, you want things in order. There needs to be a little bit of sellotape or white tape around the edge of where the tool should be, so you know
Well, that's
exactly
it.
where it goes.
Where-
And they put on
missing.
different ones, and I doubt very much the shed's got a padlock on it.
Oh, I bet it doesn't. I bet it's got one, but it doesn't even lock anymore.
You'll probably have wet feet getting there because the grass hasn't been cut.
Oh,
yeah, he's very careless like that.
These-
Absolute dumb.
Nazi mouses.
And I think he's got a
Bullying Nazi.
I think he's got a gas leak as well.
Oh, that's kind of bad taste. Anyway, yeah. So listing stuff on eBay.
I wasn't talking. That wasn't in reference to that.
Yeah, well, I made it. That. So.
Yes, so you made me look bad.
So listen.
It was. It was.
Listing stuff on eBay is my dislike of the week because, as I say, I'm obsessively checking. Incidentally, if anyone wants to buy some quality merchandise,
Forever plugging.
I am. My eBay username is Bambi Rashid. So search for me.
What are you selling?
What isn't he selling?
I am selling a very rare Halo 3 figure, which I bought many years
Oh,
ago.
you're such a geek, aren't you?
Well, that's why I'm selling it. I'm shedding the. I'm not shedding the.
Isn't that worth a lot of money, though?
Yeah, some of them are going for around £300 plus, and I paid
But
a lot
you-
of tenner for it.
But you've
Oh,
made
that's
made
that.
nothing so far.
Not yet. I'm selling a couple of doesn't help my geek look. A couple of special edition Lord of the Rings box sets with the figures in that they got still sealed, and they're
I'm
worth
surprised you have a girlfriend.
quite a bit. I don't. I made her. And I'm also selling a limited edition game, BioShock, with a figure in as well.
So it's all geeky related.
Yeah, it is.
But the thing is, I reckon you'll sell them.
I reckon I will. In fact, I've already had a £40 bid on my BioShock game.
Oh, there you go. So it's getting sold no matter what. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Don't you have to sell a phenomenal amount of things to keep it worthwhile? doing?
They take quite a percentage off you all the way along. It costs you to put it on. It costs you when they take a percentage at the end, and then PayPal always also take a percentage. So-
Robbing buggers.
Yeah, but there you go.
Really, it's a
I didn't have to do it.
Just
so-
go into the street and shout,
Just who wants to buy this?
this, you sir, this.
That's how it used to work, but I reckon I'd get mugged.
One buy for sale.
There you go. There's my
Are you selling children as well?
not on eBay.
Not on eBay.
Anyway, what's your dislike of the week,
Too expensive,
Captain?
I'd probably imagine. Noisy neighbours.
Yeah.
I'm sure everyone can relate to that.
Absolutely, my neighbours
Wherever
at the
you
moment
live.
are
So
absolutely.
you live next to a funeral parlour.
Oh, it's not the downstairs ones. They're lovely and quiet.
They're dead quiet.
Yeah, that's it.
Was that them?
Yeah, that was them.
The side ones are quiet as well,
Yeah,
and then the other side.
they're a bit naughty.
Well,
Are they
There's lots
bedroom
of-
side or living room side?
Well, both them are quiet, so they're not really a problem.
Okay.
It's the upstairsies.
Oh, upstairs he's a naughties.
I don't know if there's like he has the feet of a Shire horse. I don't really know what's going on there. And he's practicing his dressage jumping techniques because he's almost coming through the bloody ceiling.
Well, have you tried
listen
speaking to him?
Yeah.
But you couldn't hear him over the noise. He couldn't hear you.
He was
Over his
trapping.
Yeah.
Stop that a moment. And I can't. Sometimes if he's busy working, I can't just sneak up on him from behind. I have to
Sounds like a horse.
go right. I knew what it was trying to do. Oh, I don't have a lid for mine.
Oh,
That's just sloshing of water. But yeah, it's also that.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Especially,
any better? No.
I'll get it, yeah.
I'll stop now.
2 coconuts if you could.
but I remember a time when, when we were students and stuff, I had a house, and we would have parties in the week, and... Midweek, yeah. And I remember one party we had, there was literally like a good couple of hundred people.
I think I was there at that particular one. Doors slamming
we all
kind
would,
of things.
Elvis threw a fire extinguisher over the wall outside.
That really got them going.
I put a hole in the wall. There was people doing all sorts.
Which was the party where... What did we call Matty? What was his name?
Kazuki reference?
Yeah, that's not right, but that sounds good. He fell down some stairs, didn't he?
Yes.
Like literally through the middle of the staircase. And on his neck.
We had some mental parties, and one of our friends threw up outside, and the next door neighbour wiped it on the window.
Nice.
Inconsiderate tinkers.
Inconsiderate W word was written on our door. I did want to paint over the inn, so it just said considerate. They're very considerate who live here. And we got into a lot of trouble, but we were just
How you went through
students.
that place, I have no idea.
Yeah, well, all sorts happened in that house. I remember one party, me thinking I was funny. I was with a lady friend, and
I bet that was funny.
yeah. But afterwards, I walked down the stairs and thinking I was funny by walking. I was going to get a glass of water, but butt naked.
All right.
And as I walked down, I walked into the living room, and Matty, Elvis, and a few others, girls and boys. Owen Hems was there, and they were all sat round the table naked anyway.
Beat to the naked.
So, and everyone just kind of went, "You all right, Phil?" And carried on. I was like, "Oh, well." So yeah.
can you do?
So when you think you're going to get naked, someone's already thought of it first.
To it.
Yeah, beat me to it. And I think that's happened to you before. I think someone was it yourself or someone else?
There's been a couple of times. Me and
I think
Elvis once at what's your name? Come on,
Bambi.
Bambi. That's it.
Was it my house or was this Matty's?
It was yours.
Am I about to find
Matty's, I've
something
also
else?
made a bit of a name for myself there, but there was one that got really quite late and everyone went to bed, and we made water balloons and we threw them around the street. But they pretended to like flag down cars, but we were naked as well at the time. Wow! It was in the middle. It's probably not far from where we were.
oh yeah, there was that round the corner on Halloween.
That's it, Halloween one. Yeah.
And there was a big fight. And I showed up.
Oh no, it wasn't that one. That was a different.
Oh, that was a different one.
Quite a few.
We've had a lot of crazy pies. I remember one. I'd been. It was a Halloween, and I was running late. I think I'd been at work.
Reminiscing on the Daft Hour.
Yeah, we're reminiscing, and it's about parties and noise, and no wonder like
there you go, yeah.
Students get a bad name, but we were just as bad. And basically, a big fight had broke out in this house with a lot of our friends as well. And I showed up at the door, being like. Full of merriment, being like, "Hey, party!" They opened the door. Everyone was like angry and fighting, and like chaos was thing. And they were shocked because I was stood in the doorway dressed as Vicky Pollard from full-on fat suit on. The police were there and everything. It was yeah. So I do understand about the noisy neighbours. But we were buggers. Absolute buggers, I think.
These aren't students, so that's what I'm saying.
They're not students.
Just horses.
Just
clippity, cloppity.
Could it be a case that they have hard flooring rather than carpets? There's no kind of sound absorption. Maybe throw them a rug up there and go, here, put that down.
Well, that's it. Or if they listen to music, maybe like put some headphones on.
Yeah.
And not like listen to it on
Speakers
the
facing down.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I think that's what he's doing.
I think it's different as well if you're in like flats, like apartments and stuff, because they're closer together, aren't they?
That's it. Well, these are like oldie worldy kind of flats.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because it obviously wasn't originally flats, was it? So
That's it.
Well, there you go. That's the longest discussion that we've ever had about someone's dislike of the week. Well
Yeah,
done.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
I liked it.
We're not trying to fill much time here, honestly.
No.
No, but it was all in reference.
It was. I think it's a run-up time for my track choice.
Yeah,
You
what
reckon?
have you picked?
I've actually picked a track from our previous show, Yabba
Yeah, which you remember we talked about the last time we were here promoting it.
It was a lovely show. I really enjoyed it. And when the song comes on at the end, there was such a relief that it all went well. And
it was a very
great.
stressful show.
It was a very stressful show, but when this came on, it was the home run. We were done, and
we got a good reaction.
Got a good reaction. This is the meme song.
This is by Elvis Herod and Bambi Rashid.
It is. We wrote and produced this song. It took, including the video for it, which will be up online soon, took 14 hours to do the first draft of it. And then we did some more. So
but this song is in reference to computers and everything that happens on the internet.
Internet memes. So it is the meme song.
And that was all in relation to Yabba Faggle, which was all themed about computers.
Yeah, so, if you go ahead and play that, and we will be back right after it.
Yep.
Internet memes spread like a disease. Sometimes they please us, other times they don't. Hamsters dancing, people planking, kittens dying due to meow.
Yes, you.
Is this really evolution? Or is it merely web pollution? Memes are not entirely what they seem. A picture download or a stream. Those things that anyone could dream of. Indeed, we sit and watch them on our screens. Some need be seen to be believed. There's a Bin Laden, Mr. Bean, lol. Everybody laughs at the grumpy cat. Come on, let's laugh at the grumpy cat. What does Willy Wonka think about that? Crazy as a bat. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. I'm a vampire! I'm a vampire! A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. I'm a vampire! A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z.
Ow, Charlie! Ow! Charlie! That really hurt! Ow! Charlie! That really hurt!
My head is a bird, your argument is invalid. Nicolas Cage is a cat, your argument is invalid. Nicolas Cage is Superman, your argument is invalid. Nicolas Cage, your Your argument is invalid.
Songs, the ones that go on for too long. The Numa guy is wrong, but you can't help but sing along. These tunes, the images and the cartoons, the videos of those buffoons. There's Jackie Chan with a balloon. The Harlem Shake was funny for a while. Badger, 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 badger made us smile. Jimmy Savile was everybody did it Gangnam Style.
Open Gangnam Style.
Don't even
Naughty word.
think about it.
That was the whole
Bloody lovely, that.
the whole show ended in a rickroll.
Yeah.
So there you go. That was the meme song from our show Yabba Five.
Yabba Faggot, it was went really well.
Fun.
It will be up shortly in a few months.
I reckon we'll get it before we go to Brighton.
That'd be awesome.
It,
Yeah,
it was
on
one of the
YouTube.
most stressful projects I have ever worked on.
One of the most rewarding as well.
It was for one show.
Just a little story about what happened on the night. I was a bit nervous because I haven't done a live gig in a while, and Matty was on the show a couple of weeks ago, was helping me, and before the show I was nervous, and he was like, "Don't worry, when you get your first laugh, it'll be absolutely fine." So I was preparing myself backstage, and the opening song came on, and me and Elvis were running across the back of the stage, dancing, like taking the mic, dancing, like doing a bit of ballet and stuff.
Lovely.
And Luke came on, did a spin and stuff, and then I ran on, and in the first 5 seconds I ran into the set. Nearly knocking the flat
Do you know
over.
the big tall flats,
yeah.
about 18 foot
Yeah,
tall?
that nearly fell over onto the audience. I knacked my leg really bad.
But you got your laugh.
I got my first laugh of the night, and it set us up amazingly for the show.
To limp around.
Broke them in, yeah. And I've still got a massive bruise on the back of my leg. It's just dying down. But it made me laugh how Elvis, as soon as it happened, Elvis was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "No, I'm not. I've really hurt my leg." And he was like, "Are you sure?" And Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah, because he expected the polite answer of, oh, no, I'm alright. He didn't actually want conversation.
Yeah.
It's like when you ask someone that you barely know, you're alright, and they give you an answer, you're like, I'm not really interested.
Just a no or a yes.
Yeah, just keep it simple, will you? I used to work with a guy who, the big boss man came in to store.
The wrestler?
Yeah. And he said, he asked everyone how I was doing, and one lad turned around and went, oh, my nana's just died, and I'm not feeling too good. And I was like, I just really died laughing.
Never mind.
And I said to him afterwards, you know that he wasn't really interested.
That reminds me of something. I remember a few years ago, we were in a lesson at college. So we were talking.
You went to lessons?
Yeah. This is 10 years ago.
Oh, right.
And we'd come back from Christmas. And it's one of those things, you know, you don't expect someone to come out with a negative answer, do you?
Yeah, no, definitely not.
And basically, the tutor was going around everyone and saying, what did you get for Christmas? And one girl turned around and went,
should you say this on the air?
I don't know, will they be listening?
I doubt it.
Yeah.
Just don't say the names.
I won't say the names. My granddad died.
Wow.
And we were kind of like flabbergasted, and to break it, we were just a bit like,
that's not a very good Christmas present.
Well, obviously, Motormouth me,
Refund,
me turned around as quick as a nut and said, "Did he come gift wrapped?"
Oh,
because and I felt bad that I'd said it.
And
it
a
was
bit
just,
proud.
Yeah, it was initial reaction. I did feel a bit
superb timing.
It was
about
superb
the wrong
timing
thing.
about the wrong thing. Yeah. But at the same time, if someone asks you something, you don't expect to get a negative answer like, "Are you okay?" "Oh no, not really." It's just out of politeness, isn't it? "What'd you get for Christmas?" You didn't get that. Otherwise, I'd be asking for a receipt.
If you were to like something about getting asked, if on the way home tonight, say, or earlier today, someone pulled up beside you in a car and asked you for directions of somewhere that you were maybe slightly sure about directions of how to get there, I make it up if I don't know. Or I send them thereabouts.
You go to the next panda on the left.
Yeah.
Hang a right and sing.
But it's all in the face,
Kumbaya.
convincing. Maybe just bow your head. Maybe rest your arm on there.
Think about that for a moment.
Yeah. The Chinese. Oh, it's over there. It's just left.
Yeah.
Left. One right.
And brings them back to where they were.
Yeah. Well,
it's four left.
I got caught out the other day with doing that.
Did you?
They didn't like. I pointed them in the right direction, but like I made my directions meant they went past where they wanted to go, which was a Chinese food hall.
So they went.
So they must have seen it and drove by and went, well, it looks a bit like a Chinese.
Did you do it? Did you do it to be funny?
Well, I just thought it was roughly thereabout, and because I was panicking inside, I just went, "Oh, this'll please them," and then set them on the way. But as I came out of the pub later on, it's opposite it. And they were all inside the van. It was all load of workies, big workies. I was like, oh no, they're looking at me. But the thing is, they come back, realised I was a shyster, and then ate at that Chinese. So it all ended well.
They got the food.
Just later than
planned.
If they'd have asked anybody else.
An hour later.
An hour later, probably, yeah.
We used to do that when we were at school. If it was you were in the playground or the yard or whatever, and a visitor to the school, this was before they had to put gates around it all, asked if where the head office was, you'd send them to like the maths department because that was hilarious. That's what we used to do. Always the maths department or the RE huts. That was our answer. The RE huts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
RE huts.
They smelt, didn't they? The RE huts.
Yeah, they did.
Smelled very foisty.
Smell of religion.
Yeah, they definitely smell.
Having
foisty.
religion smells foisty.
All the books had like pictures in.
Yeah.
Of like
damn pictures.
Yeah.
Vandalised.
Yeah.
Rudely vandalised pictures. Jesus dancing and stuff like that.
With a knob on his head.
Yeah, can we say that? Yeah, basically, yeah.
Well,
just did.
That's it, yeah. There was lots of like members on his head and stuff like that, and his disciples.
All different sizes.
And people to draw hats at them and stuff
well,
like that. All different sizes.
They are
different
all
actions.
Sizes.
I tell you what, it sounds like a good party.
Those disciples, eh?
So we're going to play another track then?
Yeah, why the hell not?
What we're going to play?
We're going to play Len.
Oh, yeah.
Steal My Sunshine.
Oh, I love this track.
Me
This is... I'm
might work.
I'm confusing myself because I'm doing something that I don't usually do. Let's see if this works.
Let's see. If it doesn't, we'll sing.
Oh, it does work.
Hey!
104.5 CVFM. Community voice for Middlesbrough.
Hello.
Hello, that was a lovely track, that one. I forgot how lovely
was
that
nice,
was.
isn't it?
That was
a reminder of a...
Yeah.
That was Lenny Henry with Steal My Sunshine.
Steal my sunshine.
Before his...
sang by a white woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think...
Before his premiering days.
Yeah.
Before he guaranteed you a night's sleep.
He rests his head on a premier in bed, doesn't he?
He does,
How can he fall asleep on that latest advert? It's in the middle of a massive lobby, isn't it? There's people walking around.
I bet people are going, there's Lenny Henry.
He's deaf, is he?
He's got sleep issues.
I think he's got other issues.
Restless feet at night syndrome.
Yeah. He's a giant, isn't he, as well?
Lenny Henry. Mr. T. Oh, Mr. T. Speaking of Mr. T, I'm a wrestling fan, and I watched the Wrestling Hall of Fame this Sunday, and Mr. T was one of the funniest things I have ever seen in my life, but not intentionally.
No.
He basically was only supposed to talk for like 5-10 minutes. He spoke for half an hour, didn't mention the wrestling world once, didn't thank anyone. He just talked for half an hour about how much he loves his mother.
Oh, well, you know what? That's a really nice tribute to his mother.
And the struggles she went through, childbirth and everything. To a point...
yeah, have you seen the size
I was
of
going
it?
to say, he's a big lad.
To a point where it got a little bit weird and suspected incest.
Oh.
But it's funny. I highly recommend you watch that speech. Even if you don't like wrestling, it's funny.
That's okay, because he didn't mention it.
He didn't mention it
once.
But it's hilarious. I might even, if I can find a clip, I might even play a bit of it.
Oh, well. In the meanwhile, should we play another track, just to fill in some time whilst you're looking for that?
Yeah, we'll go straight into another track then.
It is Chemical Brothers with Golden Path. I love this track. It's brilliant, isn't it?
Please indulge me for a couple of minutes. I thank you in advance for your patience and your understanding, because it means a lot to me. I promise I won't be too long, and I hope I don't bore you. Now, my story and background is not that unique. My upbringing is not so different from many others. But who knows? Somebody might be inspired, and maybe some wayward teenager just might find his way back home. That's why I want to talk about my mother. I thank God for my mother, because I have 7 brothers and 4 sisters, and my mother raised all of us by herself.
And that's just a sneak peek, but that's just the very beginning of the Mr. T speech.
Wow.
But you think, oh, he's thanked his mum. That's good. But yeah, he literally spoke about his mum for 20 minutes, and it's really funny, so I recommend you watching it.
Crazy. Excellent. Well, he's a crazy fool.
And before that was, he's a mother lover brother. And that was... What was the song?
Chemical Brothers with Golden Path. I believe the vocals on there provided from the singer from Flaming Lips. Not quite sure on his name, so sorry about that if you're listening.
I doubt it.
Yeah, I doubt it too.
He's got too many issues.
I don't even think the Chemical Brothers themselves
lips.
are listening. Yeah.
He's got to go to the doctors about them flaming lips.
He does.
So, yeah. Are we here next week?
Next week, yeah.
Yeah,
we'll be back next week.
We don't know what's happening.
We don't.
Elvis might be with us, he might not.
Oh, he's Ghost, mate. Oh, no.
He said he might pop in.
Yeah.
Well, he's alive.
We'll see.
Right.
He's probably working, because he's all about the work now.
Yeah, he's all about the money, money, money. And he turned into Jesse J.
He did. And he had lovely flaming lips painted on as well.
He did. And, yeah, basically, he's now... What is he? He's a prostitute, isn't he?
No. He's King Kong.
Ah.
No, Godzilla.
Yes. Oh, yeah, and he's got a movie promote that's coming out in May, hasn't it? That's why he's not here.
Yeah, it's the new Smurfs one.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that.
I am too. Smurfs 3, where they...
Smurfzilla.
They all start dealing tack.
Smurftilla.
Start dealing tack.
Smurftilla.
Yeah. Blue tack, in fact.
And the tagline, do you think you've smurfed enough?
Once you've stuck it once.
Yeah, you can take it back off and use it again multiple times. And you can even make little models out of it.
Once you smurf, you can never go back.
It's That's right.
Smurfs. So yeah, that's Elvis Herod. So we'll be back and we'll have some stuff going on.
So this has been the Daft Hour extended.
This has been Daft Hour and a half.
Oh no, it's still the Daft Hour.
It's Daft Hours.
That's how daft it is. It's not an hour.
It's daft.
Aren't we crazy fools?
Daft Hour Extra.
Yeah, daft. That's it.
That's good. Yeah, that works.
Daft Hour Extra.
Yeah.
Or Daft Hour etc.
Oh, yeah. I suppose that makes sense because we're daft.
Daft Howard.
Daft Howard. Can you send
Daft Howard.
Send in your suggestions.
Daft Howard.
Daft
Howard's our guest next week.
Yeah. Daft Howard.
Yeah, Daft Howard.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Daft Howard's our guest. And Daft Howard. Howard. No, Howard. Like Howred.
Yeah, I'm not so sure.
Maybe apostrophe D?
Can we really say apostrophe?
Well, you can't, but I did.
What did I say?
I don't know.
Anyway, yeah, the Daft Hour Extra. Probably.
Is that what we're going with?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, let's try and come up with some different names.
All right, then. We'll call it Derek.
No, it has to be Daft Hour related.
Okay, Daft Derek Hour.
Dafty Howard.
Right. You've spoiled everything now. You're just saying words.
Daft's Hour.
Because the rest of the show has been so well thought out. I think you've spoilt it with this.
Right at the end.
Improv right here.
Daft Howard.
Wow.
Daft Hawes.
What?
Oh, that's a different thing. That's a website. Daft
time slot.
Time slot.
Just the Daft Hour. That's
Dafty.
Dafty.
You don't need to pander to this sense of time.
Slap me for a Dafty. What?
The Daft concept.
Hey. We had a bit of concept last week.
Yeah, we did. We like a bit of a concept. Maybe Matty Mahal.
Is that the shop over the road?
That's the shop over the road, yeah.
That's a good plug.
We have moved to...
somewhere else?
The other end of near the post office they've moved.
Right.
For all those you who wanted your clothes. Yeah, we'll figure out the name. I think it's just the Daft Hour.
It is, yeah. I think we're going to stick with that.
Extra.
No.
Extra.
Read all about it. No, just the Daft Hour.
I'm not
but then it's daft, isn't it? Because it's not an hour. That makes it daft, because we're lying to you.
Daft Hour with a bit more.
No, just the Daft Hour. Just leave it alone as the Daft Hour.
Daft Hour and a bit.
Oh my words, you silly sausage.
A little bit more daft. Daft Hour with extra daft.
I already said at the beginning of the show it was with 33.3% less. So I lied to the listeners.
Yeah, well, you always do that.
To be fair, we didn't know that.
Sorry.
We didn't know that we were going to be doing extra today, did we?
No.
We heard 15 minutes before the show started.
I don't think it was
because
even
basically they've got more time on their hands. So
yeah.
So we can. Basically, Elvis offended the Free Legends so much they actually quit.
Apparently, I've just had a text in from our listener saying it's now the Daft Hour and a half and 2 minutes. I think that's the way of telling us to shut up and go away.
No, because basically we never said we were going on for an hour and a half.
I told this listener we were.
What we said we might go on we'll go on for as long as we want.
Right, so this is the Daft 24 hours.
This is the Daft whatever we'd like.
Never ending daftness.
Oh, that's brilliant.
This is the Daft. However,
24-hour daft people.
That's good. That's like that's like the film 24-Hour Party People, isn't it?
It is. 20 dafter.
But dafter.
Sorry, you can just turn it off if you want.
I don't.
Whoa, hey.
We don't want to. This is like this is Sweeps Week.
Sweeps Week.
Yeah, it's something they say in American TV, isn't it? When like they need to get the ratings up, it's Sweeps Week.
Are we trying to get the ratings up?
In America, yeah. We've got a listener in America.
We're massive over there.
Have we? Yeah, my sister.
Huge.
I thought she was in Canada.
No, she lives in America now. She lives in Spokane.
You've just made that up.
No, I'm not. She's
where?
She's Spokane. It's a city in North America, about 5 miles out of Seattle.
So what state's it in?
It's in the state of Washington. And a state of disrepair.
State of disbelief.
Now apparently it's really nice. She's going to zoo school there.
She goes to the zoo?
School.
She lives in the zoo?
Yeah, my sister's a monkey.
Okay, we've established Bambi's sister lives in a zoo in America.
She's that baboon we were talking about
Hey,
earlier.
don't be nasty
With that
now.
blue bottom. My sister has a blue bottom.
Ooh, cheeky on both sides.
Cheeky in both ways. I don't know if our listener can tell, but we've kind of ran out of material around about
We
that.
ran out of material from the start. We didn't
We've
have
done
anything.
well, actually, haven't we?
We've done really well.
Congratulate ourselves.
Yeah, another round of applause.
If we had awards to give each other, I
We
think...
did.
Oh, we
Just
do.
give them
I'll
out.
tell you what, I'm going to give you this award right here. This is the Dog of the Month, October 2013, phone-in award. There you go.
Thank
Actually,
you.
no. I'm going to give it to our guest.
Okay, yeah.
There we go.
Thanks.
There you go, Kat.
It's almost identical to the award that was
It
handed
is.
out earlier.
It is
isn't it?
almost identical.
Don't be
yeah.
so
Apart from earlier, it was over there in the
underappreciative.
studio.
Well, that's
So-
obviously a completely different award.
Would you
Thank
like to
very
do a
much.
speech? Anyone you like to thank?
Well,
Gorbachev.
everyone
perhaps?
who was listening,
Yeah.
obviously Gorbachev.
Yeah.
The rest of this dog.
Yeah.
That
This is,
wouldn't have been here.
Sacrificed himself
His
for
lovely
the
face
award.
wouldn't have
Yeah.
won this award.
Oh, it is
without
a
the
lovely
rest
I
of
wonder
us.
where they put the rest of the body.
Down the back. Oh,
That's not there.
it's like a TARDIS in the middle of it. It's bigger on the inside, so the rest of the dog
retarded.
fits in it.
Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, sorry. I pumped live on it.
Oh,
God.
Bottom.
It's not a massive room either, is it? Really?
No, it's a smelly,
And the
sweaty
window
hole.
doesn't work, so
oh dear. It does work, but only if you're air particles.
And this episode is also smell-o-vision. So scratch your radio and you'll get the smell.
Yeah, scratch
Yeah,
your
do it.
screen.
Even if you think it won't happen and it's absurd, do it.
Yeah, if you're listening on the internet, there's a little bit that'll say there'll be a little logo of CVFM. Scratch that.
Yeah.
No, not that finger. Use your left index finger.
Yeah, do
It's a
that
much
right
more
now,
sensible option.
please.
No, that's not your index finger. That's your middle one, and don't put it up like that. Use your left index finger. Scratch it.
Have you done it?
Yeah, have you done it? Put
Yeah.
it to your nose.
Yeah. What's it
I'm
smell?
doing these actions, by
What's
the way.
it smell like?
What does it, yeah. Let us know what it smells like.
Morgan's pumps.
Morgan's Pumps smell live over the airwaves and through the
For
interweb.
your displeasure. So I think we're going to call it a year now, a night.
No, it's still the Daft Hour.
Oh yeah, and we're gonna sound off. So thank you very much for listening. As always, we've been the Daft Hour. Elvis Herod has passed away. He might be with us again one day. We have Bambi Rashid. Say bye bye.
Bye bye.
We had the captain.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thank you
And
for
I was
having me.
Morgan Fantastic. Stay daft Teesside. Thank you very much.
Stay daft indeed.
What am I doing?
Still on. We'll play some adverts.
104.5 CVFM.
Are you a business looking at